Let's talk a little bit about the thinking disposition, comparing and connecting. How do we make comparisons and connections using works of art? How might those connections lead to deeper understandings and insights that aren't just surface level?
Slowing down, looking carefully, and using our observations as a source of knowledge provides a foundation for making insightful comparisons and connections. While comparing and connecting is a way of thinking on its own, it can also contribute to more complex thinking. This happens by connecting new information to prior knowledge, making personal connections, and finding connections beyond ourselves to broader themes of human experience.
A work of art can be a jumping-off point for making these comparisons and connections. It's really remarkable. We see so much more when we compare one work to another and when we connect it to bigger ideas. In my conversation with Professor Shari Tishman, she defines the thinking disposition, comparing and connecting. So Shari, let's talk about comparing and connecting. How would you characterize that thinking disposition?
I see it as having two parts. One part is what I think of as juxtaposition, when you sort of look at something in relation to something else. When you juxtapose two things, it brings out similarities and differences. So that's an important part of comparing. And then another part of comparing is stretching to make connections. That might be metaphor or simile or analogy, but when you really work to say, how is something like something else? And so really those are the two pieces of it, juxtaposition and sort of stretching for connections.
We've filmed 2 videos showing how students compare and connect to works of art. In one lesson that takes place in the sculpture garden, you'll see 6th graders juxtapose a sculpture in relation to another and make connections between the sculpture and math concepts.
In another lesson, you'll see a group of high school students make their own personal connections to a contemporary work of art, and then connect to challenges they perceive in society related to Native American history and civics. In this unit, the thinking routines you'll see modeled, see, wonder, connect, and see, think, me, we, will prompt your students to move past surface comparisons and stretch their connections beyond the given.